What do you do for work?
So I'm a professional mathematician. So I'm a postdoc. I got my PhD at Columbia in 2019, and then I worked at Harvard for 5 years doing research and teaching, and now I'm at the University of Waterloo.
What do you think about the like a math education right now?
I think it's awful. Math education, like in high school, traumatizes kids. Most people come out and they hate math. They're never going to do math because they hate it. It kind of doesn't matter what you've what you've told them. It should be more like music, where kids should be given an opportunity to play music at some point in their lives. They should be exposed to a violin. Most kids are not going to like it, and that's fine. Some kids are going to like it. I think math is the same, at least pure math, the kind of math that I do. It's okay to not like math. All those kids whose ask their teacher, when are we ever going to use this? They're right. You're never going to use it. At least I never use any of, like, all my math is completely useless.
What was the Harvard like?
So the short answer is that it was nothing special. It was nice, but going into it, I had this idea that no human was, special. No human was like really different from anyone else. My boss at Harvard was going to be pretty much the ultimate challenge to that notion. My boss was this guy named Noam Elkies. This is the guy who he's the youngest tenured professor in Harvard history. He got tenure at 26. Is compared to Bach and Mozart in terms of his musical ability. Is also a world champion of chess puzzle solving, pretty informally. So this guy is, on paper is ridiculous. So this was a guy who was going to be my boss, and I go and I talk to him, and immediately he starts doing this stuff that's like, wow, that's really weird. I didn't know people could do things like this. But then I ask him about it. I ask him, like, how did you do that? And he gives an explanation. And his explanation makes perfect sense. But also, as part of the explanation, he like convinces me that I could do something like it also. And I think he's right. He showed me the analogy, and so really, the name Harvard has way too much of an aura around it. It's a great place. There are lots of smart people there, but there are lots of smart people in a lot of places, and people shouldn't think that Harvard is unique or particularly special, even.